George Bush doesn't care about black people.
I'm really happy for you. I'm gonna let you finish. But Beyonce had one of the best videos of all time.
I like some of the Gaga songs. What the fuck does she know about cameras?
You ain't got the answer, Sway.
JC, call me bro.
Okay, so yes, Kanye. Why has Vultures not dropped yet? If any of you are basically unfamiliar, it's come out now that it is back on Apple Music and it is apparently out for pre-release on December 31st. So that is the closest release date that we have. But if any of you are wondering why it hasn't dropped sooner, it has nothing to do with the fact that he's just too slow on finishing the music or anything. It's actually on the samples having difficulty being cleared.
And now they acting like they won't clear the Backstreet Boys sample.
As he stated in this long Instagram rant. But yeah, he was supposed to release Dolla 2, which he had a listening party on February 22nd, 2022, and it kind of dropped a stem player, and then was really unfinished, and got it, just really wasn't that good. It was clearly unfinished. And then obviously we got Vultures, the single with Dolla and Kanye, which basically was the start of the rollout of what we thought was going to be called Ye Dolla, which was like the yen for Ye and the dollar sign for Dolla, who's on the album. And that was the album, that's what we thought it was going to be called, but obviously we now know it's going to be called Vultures, and that was basically the title song, which, not really good. The rapping that Kanye had on the song felt really, just not really good. The writing was horrible. There was no energy behind it. It felt like he was half asleep.
Last night, I got Alzheimer's. I don't know who them hoes is, man, they all lying.
Even the guy in the very beginning, I believe his name was Bump J, had no energy. Even though his bars were better, they had more meaning to them, there was just no energy.
Yeah, out of here. Your boyfriend a gopher. I seen him out with her and pretend like I don't know her.
At all. The best part of the song, honestly, was Dolla singing in the very end. I'm more excited for this album when I saw the clip on Instagram, I believe, where it was posted, of him walking out like some supervillain, that he really is kind of become these days with what he's been saying, but
yeah. Am I everything you need? You better rock your body now,
it's actually one of these samples that's actually having difficulty being cleared. And that, for me, that was like such a villain thing, is walking out on the back porch, But there was that video that got released, that came out basically, the listening party for December 12th, at midnight, basically. That was the very first listening party we got, and it was a mess. It was a mess. He was playing other artist music at the very beginning. He couldn't find, like, the files or something, and he had to end up using the aux cord to play it from his phone, and the songs were clearly unfinished. For me, that's why I stopped watching it. I'm like, all right, you know what? I'm not going to do this. This does not sound as good as I thought it was going to sound. What's going on? He just needs to finish these songs. I don't want to even hear it. This is stupid. But luckily, it gave me a bit more hope when I saw in the comments that basically, there's better versions apparently out there. He's just Kanye, disorganized, late. That's just how he is. That's how he is. Late registration. So, yeah, that's how he is. Disorganized, as always. Anyways, he had the second listening party on December 15th, in which there were other songs that were debuted, and it was the Instagram rant after this listening party, basically, that is what I'm mainly going to be talking about, because in this rant, I was just like, oh goodness, he's not going to change. He is still the same. He's very frustrated. They're not clearing the samples, and he's just going after everybody. And yeah, he's bringing up Jews again, and yes, he even brought up Hitler, so.
Jesus Christ, Hitler, yay! Third party, sponsor that, nigga.
Yeah, of course. Basically, he's mad because in the songs, he samples. That's what Kanye does. He uses the human voice as an instrument. And that's essentially what hip-hop is in general. It's like DJing rap, sort of. And basically, he sampled Everybody by Backstreet Boys. Yeah, so basically, until he's legally allowed to use every single sample and every single part of a song that he has put into it, he will not legally be allowed to release the album. I'm assuming, though, behind the scenes, there's people working it out, and by December 31st, hopefully it'll get released. Right now, if they don't allow you to use a sample, you're going to change the song, not release the song, and release the album without the song, which I know he probably won't do because it won't be, complete. But basically, it's just because samples will not be released. And in this Instagram Live, that sure probably will not help things with samples being cleared, because holy cow, he went off the rails. He was talking about slapping people, slapping Mike Rubin, who is the chairperson for Rollout. I don't know if Kanye had a brand deal with him or not in the past, but I guess maybe he did. But yeah, it's basically a designer brand. I don't know, it's Rollout, but yeah, he was mad. There's obviously problems with him at home and his family and his kids. He said North had tore up the couches or something to be with him because, she wants to be with her dad.
My daughter ripped up the motherfucking couches in the house to be able to be with me right now. Y'all don't know what's going on.
As any daughter would want to be, It's not like she understands everything that's going on in the situation, but yeah, there's a lot going on, clearly. And yeah, he was obviously mad about it because they won't clear the samples. And I guess that was like the breaking point in this whole situation. But yeah, clearly, obviously, he's not stable, I meant to say. We all know that. But yeah, he was basically going after all the companies that dropped him. He was naming them out like F Balenciaga, F Adidas, F this, F that, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, obviously, he's mad at every single company that dropped him. He's frustrated. And like, but he was like acting like he's a big martyr. And he even said a line in this, which probably has been chopped up as a meme. But he said, Jesus Christ, Hitler, yay.
Jesus Christ, Hitler, yay.
I think the way he was saying it was like almost like they're martyrs against people, against like the bad people or against the Jews or something. And it's like, hold on a moment. Why are you putting these three in a group together? Don't do that. Stop. And he needs to stop like bringing up Hitler into this. Like you stop. Does he not understand like the history and everything behind it? Like I don't even know why he's even doing this, but. And, like, when he was, like, saying all this, like, I'm all alone and all this kind of stuff. Like, the one lady was like, you're not God.
Because ain't none of y'all niggas stand up for me. Ain't nobody stop. And shut up. Be quiet before you get exiled.
Like, it almost does seem like he obviously has a God complex. Everybody knows that. And that really did shine through in this. Like, goodness gracious. And it was clear in this Instagram Live that he's pretty self-aware, I guess, in the fact that people are not taking him seriously. He feels like no one's listening to him.
Half the motherfuckers just here like, ha-ha, laughing at jokes, laughing at the raps and shit. Nigga, I made these beats in my mama's basement.
But it's like, when you speak in this manner about this subject, people are not going to take you seriously. He brought up what did he talk about? Rothschild's family, which are a rich family. I could make a video in the future on that documentary talking about them. Sure, they're powerful. I suppose if you were to expose anything bad, I'm sure they're corrupt. Every company that's rich, everybody like that's corrupt. And that's just how the world works. Sure, I guess if you expose them and they're really rich, maybe they could get a hit on you and kill you. Why wouldn't they? I guess. I mean, yeah, if you find some information about the Rothschilds that would end their wealth, I'm sure they would want to kill you. They would. Why would they not? Probably like the cartel, something like that. They're dangerous, obviously. They're not going to kill him. Okay, he looks too crazy. No one's going to take him seriously, so he's safe. He's safe. As long as he looks crazy like this, he's fine. But the moment he starts to look sane and speak about this, then he's then his life would be in danger. But the whole point is, yeah, the album will be coming out. There's just a lot of legal issues, and he keeps saying stuff like this. It might prolong it. He's going to make the companies mad. Hopefully it'll be released, and it probably will be. I know his label, I think Def Jam dropped him, but Ty Dolla Sign's on the album, and it'll probably be released through that gateway, basically. So hopefully it'll be worth the wait, and it'll be a good album, and it won't be full of crazy stuff, I guess. But I'm sure it will be, because it's Kanye. And that's just how he is. So, who knows what to expect. But I'm Carter. That's what I had to say about it. And I'm out. Somebody else will, somebody else for tonight.